Is France going to lift the block on the 300 billion in frozen Russian assets in Belgium? France has opposed unfreezing these assets to pay Ukraine and compensate the US for its support. Is France going to lift its opposition to this? We speak about frozen assets. We have already used them to back the loans negotiated at the G7. It's part of the sanctions, so it will depend on the follow-up of the discussions. But clearly, we respect international law. They are just frozen assets. Now, you can take the proceeds from the frozen assets, but you cannot take the assets themselves because that would not respect international law, and we want to respect international law. How is one different from the other? You can take the proceeds, but how can you not take the assets? It's very different. You keep the assets, but you take the proceeds because they are paralyzed in a certain way. You take the proceeds during wartime, but you keep the assets. This is part of the negotiation at the end of the war. I mean, this war is costing all of us a lot of money, and this is the responsibility of Russia, as they are the aggressor. Russia should compensate. At the end of the day, these frozen assets should be part of the negotiation. All in all, will France support the US being compensated? I support the idea that Ukraine should be compensated first because they are the ones who have lost many citizens and have been destroyed by these attacks. Second, all those who paid for it could be compensated, but not by Ukraine, by Russia, because they were the ones who started the aggression. Just so you understand, Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. Will they get their money back? No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total effort, and it was through US loan guarantees and grants. We provided real money, to be clear. We have 230 billion in frozen Russian assets in Europe, but these are not collateral for a loan because they do not belong to us. They are frozen. If at the end of the negotiations Russia is willing to give it to us, that would be great. It would be a loan at the end of the day, and Russia will have paid for it. If you believe that's okay with me, Mr. President, if they get their money back, we don't. And now we do, but you know that's fair. Mr. President, do you think Russia should be